All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. Hopefully everybody's joining this Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Let me get a little chat. All right, good to see you all. All right, good morning. So, got a couple of stocks we're going to talk about. Let me tell you, this morning was kind of a little tricky in pre-market. There were a couple of good stocks that made some really nice moves. I kind of liked them early. I jumped in. Let me tell you, I made some money and then I lost some money. And you know what? I actually broke even and only being down like 16 bucks. But if I didn't get out of certain positions, I probably would have been down probably maybe about a couple of hundred, maybe more than that. A few hundred. Couple is always double. I would say a few $100s. But we'll talk a little bit about them, and that's why it gets a little bit tricky. You got to be careful in the pre-market because remember what we always teach you in the advanced class, that you got the 30-second rule. If you're not making money within 30 seconds, probably not going to go your way. And not only that, but when you're looking at stocks that are not making higher highs, we've seen that before, and we see how it goes against you. But before we mess around and talk about the RLX and the Robinhood, oh my God, Robinhood, we got to talk about that stock. That was amazing yesterday. That was a fun stock. Did very well on Robinhood yesterday. And we'll talk about a couple others. But let's go look at some of the stocks that made some good moves this morning. So we had the, let's start off with the FLGC yesterday. So that stock, remember what I told you yesterday, that when you trade going into the morning, and if you're a late bloomer or you're from another part of the country and you log in late, and you miss the morning, it's okay. You could trade the afternoon. You know what I mean? And the FLGC did exactly that. You could see here around 2 o'clock, the stock started right around $9, and it just made new highs, boom, new highs. What was crazy about the stock, which had a nasty shake around 1360, dropped all the way down to 12, which is pretty ugly because you would look at that as you're seeing the stock breaking highs. The stock would basically, you would think like, the party's over and this and that. And then all of a sudden, things just out of nowhere, just this big slingshot from 12 to about 1450. Now, that would be called lucky, okay? So when you see something like that, you got lucky on that big pop. But if you looked at the level 4, probably didn't notice there was a big iceberg out there, and that's what made that stock run. GOTU. Okay, so here's another stock. Okay, so this stock, unfortunately, it was very boring. It was slow. Okay, the chart tells you a different story. It's a nicer looking stock. You could see how the stock really ran from, started this morning around 9:30, went from like 290 up to $3, and then went to 317, and then like literally had to hold it from 11 o'clock all the way up to about 2 o'clock to go to about 380. That's a pretty substantial move, okay? But here at Cyber Trading University, we teach you guys not to stick around all day and shouldn't trade in the middle of the day. But if some people do, or maybe sometimes you just want to come in around 12 o'clock, you could do that. And this was really that stock that you could have traded. I traded it, made a little money on it, and then I did great on Robinhood. Honestly, I was done with Robinhood and I was finished. So we'll talk a little bit about that one. What else we had? We had the WHLM. I think that was one of them. That was another one that we had a nice little move to. That one ran at 9:30 this morning from 620. Just for about $9. And the was the XELA, right? XELA. That was another one that was another slow mover that really didn't move that much. And then obviously let's talk about Hood, because Hood was awesome, okay? And let me explain you what happened with Hood. Yesterday, okay, if you look at the stock right here, all right, right there. Everybody see that right there where I'm pointing? So anyway, this was awesome, okay? So there was, the stock is trading, and I'll bring this up over here so I can show you guys a little bit better to kind of give you a little bit more of a basic understanding of what we're talking about. So when you look at we'll look at level 4 here, okay? So when you look at level 4 and you look at the column which says COB, you see that there are like 800 shares and like 400 shares and like 2,000. You got a couple like 15,000, which are iceberg orders. And you can see how the stock hit those iceberg orders and backed right off. There was a 300,000 share seller out there. Not 300, not 3,000, not 30,000, 300,000 share seller. And he was right here at $40. Now, if I go back in history, when the company went public, that's basically was where the stock opened up at. And you could see how the stock basically hit it, and then the guy got done. He got filled. And the damn thing ran all the way up to about 45 in about an hour. Okay. I was so ticked off. I sold it at 40, right below 41. I did well. I mean, because I had a lot of shares of it. But, it was pretty volatile. You could see the stock right here. The candlesticks, the stock was moving literally in like almost like 50, 70 cent intervals. So it was a pretty volatile stock. Don't get me wrong. But sure enough, the stock literally made this big move, and that was it. Well, Tina's bringing up there's no IPO that has gone up like this before. Well, actually, it was Victoria's Secret that also did really. What was the symbol of Victoria's Secret? I traded. I totally forgot the symbol. What it was. I don't know if anybody remember. Anybody remember the symbol of Victoria's Secret? That one public too. That one did pretty well. I did well with Victoria. I forgot I mentioned Victoria's Secret too. That was VOS. There you go. VSCO. So Victoria's Secret went public yesterday, and that one did pretty well too. You can see how the stock literally ran from 48, ran all the way up to about 56, and just basically ran to 63. I got it right around here on that price. I got it in like 54, and I sold it around 55. Right around there, like give or take 10, 15 cents, and it came right back down, and it finally came back up again. But I was done early. So the big thing you learn about trading is that you don't have to be here all day and trade all day. You make your money and that's it. And that's where people have this misconception that, but look where it went. You know what? Don't worry about it. Every day is a different day. I give you 1,000 stocks. You go through our Twitter feed and you can see there's so many of them out there. So anyway, that pretty much does with that one. Let's go look what's going on this morning. Now, this morning, like I said, there were a couple of good stocks that made some moves. BYSI obviously is the biggest percentage gainer on the NASDAQ. This stock is up about 20 points. It actually was up even better than $30. The stock was at 45. Stock came out with really, really good FDA approval. I think it was phase 3 or something like that. So the stock literally, you can see right here, had a huge run and had a gorgeous Fausto flag right around here. And the thing just popped all the way to 46. I was very tempted to buy it back and trade it, but I was in something else, so I missed this one. I didn't expect it to go up this high. I mean, and not only that, but look at the left. This was a category 5. The stock, you could see the high and low in 1 minute. The stock was moving about $2. It was a very, very volatile stock. She's on a downtrend now. She's making higher lows now, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how it opens up in the morning. Some things change. ATHE, here's another stock that moved pretty nicely and started on a downtrend. I don't know, maybe put this on the watch list a little bit. I thought it was going to be better than that. But Wheeler was probably was a really nice stock this morning. This stock, you could see it right here. This was probably our best winner. Doesn't look as good on the intraday chart. I did pretty well on this stock. I got in at 4, and I got out around 4:10. I think I got out at right around here. I had the big spike. I missed it. I should have got in around 85 cents, but the thing really made a nice little move. And what was nice about this stock, had a really nice spread. Look at the spread. It's a penny spread. It's not a $2 spread. So you could trade 1,000 shares. It was pretty good. It wasn't a bad moving stock right there. Kevin, good morning to you too from wherever you're from on YouTube. That one was pretty good too. We'll keep an eye on that one. RLX. Okay, so I traded RLX. I was making money in RLX. I got fooled on this one. Okay, look at this chart right here. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous Fausto flag. And I thought, I says, it's got to break it. And I jumped in and I got in. I bought it right around 560, and then I rode the damn thing down like a jerk down to here. But I averaged down at 40, and it did go up to 55. I ended up losing like 2 cents on it. I says, you know what? It's not making a higher high. When I saw it tested this 57, and then all of a sudden it was hovering around this 43, I says, you know what? It's not really working out too well. And you know what? It was building a pennant. And I says, yeah, I got out. And thank God I got out of it. Okay? Because remember, us traders, we do lose money. It's not a bad thing because you know what? If I didn't see the writing on the wall and I didn't get out, look, it dropped down to 470. So what's cheaper? Getting out at 540 or getting out at 460? You understand? So you know, I was watching the stock. I was looking at the orders out there, and what really struck me was this guy right here. There was really no buyers out there, and that's what really threw me off. And there was a seller right here. This is what excited me. There was a seller right here. He got filled, and he got filled. I thought it was going to break it, and it kind of broke my rule, and it didn't break out. I thought it was going to be one of those breakouts in pre-market, but good thing I got out of it. And then this guy got done at $5. That was like pretty much the end of it. So there are a couple of stocks that moving. Listen, what did we learn yesterday? If you're, being here at Cyber Trading, the summers are not the greatest. Okay, so we had a couple of things that moved, but for some reason, stocks been opening up in pre-market, probably like almost like 30 minutes into the open. These last couple of days, I've been playing catch up, which kind of stinks. So I've been down in the open, but I've been making money on and then I jumped in a couple of stocks, and then obviously around 10 o'clock things are moving. So you know that we've been really careful the first 5 minutes. So don't get too cocky the first 5 minutes. I mean, there was a couple of them that made their moves, but it seems like a lot of these are moving more middle of the day, which is kind of a little orthodox. But maybe they're trying to shake out all the traders. Once again, it's August. It's the slowest time of the year. It's the summertime. So that's why it's good to learn. So we're out there. They say August is the worst trading month. Michael, I've been saying it since the day I started. That's really what it comes down to. All right, everybody. So we got our watch list. Let's go out there. It's not a big one. We always find new ones that come out, and we'll see how the market opens up. Okay, guys, be safe. Good luck, and we'll be back here at 2:30 for everybody at YouTube, Facebook Live. Cyber Traders, like we always say, we'll start commentary at 9:30. Just look, listen, and learn, everybody. And if you're new here to Cyber Trading University, you're a trial member in the room, just remember, do not buy anything. You're just there to watch and see if there's something for you to do, and hopefully it is. Good luck, everyone. Enjoy.